A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Hello and greetings to you, my brothers and sisters. Thank you for watching the program. I thank God again for having this opportunity to talk about Siddiqatul Kubra, salamullah alayha, and to try to understand more about the life of this holy woman, of the daughter of the Prophet. This episode I'm going to talk about Fatima Zahra as a mother. How was she as a mother? The role of mother in our society and in the understanding that we have shaped by looking at the society, at the members of the society that have the honor to be mothers. This is a very difficult role, and this is simultaneously a role that has a very deep influence on the children and also onto the whole atmosphere of the house. So the husband is included as well. A good mother can be very, very influential to the extent that the future of the children can be so much like the behavior that the mother showed and the way of discipline and the manner of the mother towards the children. Fatima Zahra, as the example that God has put for us, as Holy Prophet himself, peace be upon him, has said that Anta khayru nisa al-alamin, sayyidatu nisa al-alamin, min al-awwalin ila al-akhirin. So Fatima Zahra is the best woman to look into the quality of the life, into the characteristics of her, to understand if we want to be a good wife, if we want to be a good mother, if we want to be a good woman, a good Muslim believer. For women, this is the best example. So again, as a mother, first, for the children is very interesting. Probably you have never heard this, but our traditional narrations and our hadith, as we say in Arabic, tell us a very, very sweet and very beautiful fact about the life of Fatima Zahra. And that's the matter that Fatima Zahra used to play with her children. For example, Imam Hassan, peace be upon him, Fatima Zahra would toss Imam Hassan up and down, and at the same time would talk to her children and would say, "Ishbah abaka ya Hassan, wakhlaq an al-haqq al-wasan, wa'bud ilahan dha minan, wala yuwali dhal ihan." This was like a poem that Fatima Zahra used to say when she was tossing Imam Hussein up and down and talking to the children. What is the meaning of that poem? It is very nice and delicate. It says, become like your father, Ya Hassan, means my son, become like your father. Wakhlaq anil haqqil wasan means you need to destroy and you need to wipe away any kind of impurity that there is in front of the light and holiness. And then Fatima Zahra says that "U'bud ilahan dha minan" means worship a God that has given us a lot of goodness, a lot of things, a lot of treasures for us in our life. And after that says, do not become a friend of a person that is unjust, a person that oppresses other people. So this is a very, very kind and very beautiful atmosphere. You have child in your house. Fatima Zahra used to play with her child inside the house, and also the same thing with Imam Hussein. She would toss her up and down, and also after that recite a poem as well. The poem is like this: Anta shabihun bi'ali, lasta shabihan bi'ali, ya Hussein. You are more like my father, and you are less like your father, Amir al-Mu'minin. Means your similarity goes much to my father, the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, and you are less similar to Amir al-Mu'minin. And we have in the history that when Fatima Zahra used to recite this poem, Amir al-Mu'minin would smile and laugh. Now, why this is because specifically for Imam Hussein, it is a very strange thing that happened and it's a matter that Imam Hussein never was breastfeeded from her mother. Imam Hussein, whenever he was angry, they would bring Imam Hussein to the Prophet, and the Holy Prophet would put his finger into the mouth of Imam Hussein. Imam Hussein would get fed for a couple of days. So the whole upbringing and growth of Imam Hussein is from the Holy Prophet himself. This is why Imam Hussein is more like the Holy Prophet. So how beautiful is it that when a mom inside the house combs the hair of the girls and talks so affectionately with the children. Ya qurrata aini, ya thamarata fuadi. I think that focusing these kind of beautiful aspects in Ahlul Bayt's life helps us love them so more, and it helps us kind of go into the right track and become more like them in terms of good characteristics. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Welcome back to the program. Thank you for watching us. In the previous episode, I was talking about the life of Fatima Zahra as a wife. It means the role that she played as a wife, because we need to take a look at that and we need to contemplate on it in order to be able to understand more about it and to receive knowledge to make ourselves more like it. Previously, we talked about the kindness that Fatima Zahra had for her children as a mother. Now, another thing that I would like to concentrate more this episode on is the matter that being a good wife specifically doesn't mean that you have to control and manage your behavior with your children. Yes, your children are very important, and as a mother you have a good responsibility for them. But a good mother is a mother that not only behaves well with the children, but also protects them from the dangers that might put them in peril. This is a very important part. A protective mother is a good mother in a sense. You know, when we are talking about the standards that we have for mothers, not just paying attention to the children. Sometimes paying too much attention is destructive. It is not good. But being kind, being protective, while being a good mother, also not denying and not abandoning the responsibilities that you have to your husband, for example. This is also a good mother. When we take a look at these aspects of the life of Fatima Zahra, it also makes us surprised that how perfect she was. How she would make a conversation with her children. And these conversations are very interesting. How respectful and how affectionate are these conversations. As I told you before, and I would like to elaborate more on it, in Hadith al-Kasa, Fatima al-Zahra says to Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein, Assalamu alayka ya thamarata fu'adi, ya qurrata aini wa thamarata fu'adi. This is a very, very special way of talking to the children. You know, you cannot find in the history and in the life of Fatima al-Zahra any point that she would become angry to the children. As the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, says that out of anger, and also Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam has the same narration, I believe, I guess. Anger is something that never a good discipline comes out of it. It means when you're angry and when you say something and when you aggressively talk and behave somebody, do not expect that something good come out of it. Do not expect a good attitude could come out of it. Do not expect your children to be disciplined by it. And Fatima al-Zahra never became angry and never aggressively talked and behaved toward her children. Not just the children, the maid that she had, Asma, as you know, was the maid, was the person inside the house of Amir al-Mu'minin that helped Fatima al-Zahra. And how affectionately Fatima al-Zahra talked to Asma. There are really very deep layers of the life of Fatima al-Zahra in terms of being a wife that, you know, paying attention to them and talking about them takes a lot of time. But I think very clearly and briefly, if we ask Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein, how was your mother? And if we go to the narrations by these two, when the name of their mother came in the history, we know that they started to cry. Why? Because so much affection they had received from their mother. And their mother was so treasured by them. It means what kind of a mother she was. Whenever the name of their mother was brought up, they would stop, they would pay attention, they would respect her. And this is practically the quality of the life in terms of being a wife Fatima al-Zahra was introducing to the world. Thank you very much. Goodbye.